So last year's base Galaxy S21 model was one of the most affordable flagships from Samsung in a long time. Its $799 price tag made it an attractive proposition. Fast forward to this year and we've got the Galaxy S22. Now this phone's got a 6.1-inch screen instead of the 6.2-inch panel as we saw in the Galaxy S21, but thankfully apart from the smaller battery, Samsung hasn't taken anything away from the spec sheet. On the contrary, there's a new 50-megapixel main camera along with a proper 3x optical zoom camera, and the back of the phone is glass this time around instead of plastic. But should you buy this phone? Well, if you already own the Galaxy S21, I would say it's probably not worth it, but if you own something older or are switching from an iPhone, I would say it's definitely worth it. Now, I wanted to first compare the Galaxy S21 to the S22 so you could see some of the main differences, so let's get right into that. First off, the most notable change is the design. Now on the right, we've got the S21, which has a much more rounded look to it, while the S22 ditches the rounded edges in favor of a flat edge design. Next, we've got display. Now the S22 screen has actually shrunk just a touch, going from 6.2 inches to 6.1 inches. So you do get a smaller display on the S22. Now, as far as batteries go, this is interesting. The S21 has a 4,000 mAh battery compared to the 3,700 mAh battery on the S22. So another thing that's actually gone down in size is the battery. Now, honestly, I haven't noticed a huge difference in the battery life comparison yet on these phones, but it is something to point out. Okay, then we've got cameras. Now this is a big one because phone photography is something you're always going to look at when you buy a new phone. And the S21 has a 12 megapixel back camera, one wide, one ultra, and a 64 megapixel telephoto camera. While the S22 has reversed. It's still got a 3 cameras on the back of it, but this time it's got a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, 50 megapixel wide camera, and a 10 megapixel 3x optical zoom telephoto camera. Not much of a difference, honestly, as you guys can see in this one picture example. So, looking at the camera on these phones, really not much of a difference at all. Next up, I wanted to get into some of the video quality and performance on the Galaxy S22 so you could see it in action. Of course, if you guys wanted to check out our full written reviews, you're watching this, also have some links in the description. Anyways, let's get into it.
We must kill the High One.
He's not fated to die today.
I want to be the king of my body and mind.
Each day we see our numbers dwindle. Friends go out, but do not return.
Let me go.
Sutra has stolen my son, murdered his mother. Help me, and I'll compose your saga. It will endure Ragnarok itself.
Lord of Asgard, from the dwarves of Svartalfheim to you. Steal their powers and make them your own.
Music to my ears. It is where I go that matters. And where is that? Wherever I can find vengeance.
Treasure every moment, for death is at your heels.
Be warned, I will finish what you start.
I don't run from the fire! I am the fire!
Ragnarok comes.
Okay, so bottom line, the Galaxy S22 is a great phone. However, if you already own a Galaxy S21, I would say it's not worth it. But if you own something older, maybe switching from an iPhone, I would say it definitely is. I also think this phone will be good for at least the next 3 to 4 years minimum. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you have any questions about this phone specifically, feel free to message me below in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next video.